Good evening, members of the City Council. My name is Brigit Barnes. I'm an attorney for Stand Up California for Joe, who just spoke, Patty, and various other citizens of Elk Grove. The reason for these charts, and I'm happy to make a copy of it available for the city clerk's record, is to identify for you in just real outline form the number of times the people of Elk Grove have either been directly misled or have been misangled in terms of what was going on out here at the mall. So many of these points have just been highlighted to you, but in microcosm, and I'm trying to hit the macro picture so that you understand why it is so important that the decision that you make is the one that errs most in favor of giving full public comment and consideration of all the issues that have occurred out here. The first of which is that, and you can see it from the list that's in front of you over here. If I hold this up for you, you can see when Boyd Gaming and the Wilton tribe first began their own internal development agreement. It's not, and then there are records of campaign contributions going directly to Mayor Davis immediately that year. Then after that, you begin to see that the city staff, this city staff in 2012, was notified by Kimley Horn, the traffic developer for the mall site, but only for the alternative that was being considered in Galt of direct conversation. So it started 2 years before. Yet, in the public hearing process in 2014, when Boyd and Hughes asked you for your amended development agreement, or the predecessors on this board that may not have voted at the time, you were told in writing by staff that they couldn't even consider the impacts to the northern area that was going to become the mall site, the tribal gaming site, because they had no idea what its use was going to be for. There's replete email records in the federal record of the communications with city staff relative to the design of the Rancheria's hotel and casino plans to be dropped on the northern portion. But the public was never given an opportunity to participate. You fast forward, it's commented on throughout your public record in 2014. So naturally, the staff told the city that they couldn't consider it, and it was exempt for consideration because they had no knowledge of what was going to be done there. We've now been able to find that in fact was untrue. But of course, all of this is being discovered 2.5 years later, when it's too late under CEQA to challenge those initial decisions that you were making. That's just one, but it's a major example of what happened. Another major problem that needs to be considered, and I need to get this on and then I'll sit down because I'll provide all of this to you in the record, is that the legal description that is attached to the actual document that you are considering rescinding is incorrect. It includes a total of 64 acres. It includes the entire mall site and takes it out of state jurisdiction. I am unsure whether this was a mistake, but they did not follow the legal description that was submitted to the Department of Interior for the northern portion, the 35 acres, which the city entered into an MOU, the legal description on your city MOU, which also didn't come before the people of the city, appears to cover the 35 acres, but the legal that is attached to the amendment to the development agreement is for 64 acres. I'm certain that this council, even if it supports development as a tribal casino, didn't intend to take the outlet mall out of city jurisdiction. I'll submit everything else for the record. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. The next speaker is Stephanie Kraft, and then on deck is Kareem El Batami.